Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Personal Belongings, the Rituals. It's episode 6. Ooh, I know I've been away and I missed you so much. But I came back with some good news. I've brought a couple of new decks with me. We have Manara Oracles and the Goddess of Love Tarot decks. And we're definitely going to be playing with those. But before we getting into this ritual, I want to share with you something that is very special to me. I bet that a lot of you have been wondering why this series is called Personal Belongings. Well, I haven't really talked about it yet, but it's actually the name of my debut album. Never mind my wandering eyes, I have some script over here because, girl, do I have something to say? So I created the rituals because I wanted to share more than just the music. I wanted to let into the practices, the thoughts, and conversation that help shape the person behind the music. Well, the songs are one part of the stories, and these episodes are another. Well, I gotta be honest, I've created these songs years ago, and this album is a collection of different versions of myself, different love stories, different struggles, also motherhood, of how becoming a mom have changed me over the years. It's the most beautiful thing that ever happened to me. And the rituals isn't about showing you the exact moment that each song was written. It's about sharing the practices and mindset that continue to shape me over time. Yeah, so I figured this 6th episode is the time for us to connect the dots. And I also have an announcement. The album is coming in hot, starting off with the bang, and it's called Too Cool For You. I was 24 when I wrote that song, hence the wordplay. And I was not in a very good shape back then, mentally. I kind of created the song as a little ego stroke to pick myself back up. And yeah, I just feel so fucking cool. Listen to it, man. Can't wait to share it with you. And I hope you like it. If you don't, well, too bad for you. I'm too cool for you, I guess. Anyway. So I wrote down something here. I would like to read it to you. Too Cool For You was made when Darlene turned 24, serving as the centerpiece of her 20s as one of the lead singles from her upcoming album, Personal Belongings. The song represents its ego-driven side, a fearless, cocky celebration of youth, freedom, confidence, unapologetic self-expression, and the audacity to be and become exactly who you want to be. It marks her return after a 2-year hiatus, opening a bold new chapter in her artistry. All right, enough of that. So save the date, August 7th, which is also one of my best friend's birthday. Too Cool For You, 10 p.m., August 7th. I'll see you there. Can't wait. Okay, let's see what the cards have for us today. Whew. Update on my fans' love life. Holy shit, that was quick. That was too much though. I didn't want to have to. Okay. Update to my fans' love life. So people who are watching, what's new in their love life? Mm. Mm-hmm. What are the messages to my fans about their love life? I'm gonna pull 2 cards from this baby. Temperance, the Hermit, and 2 for this Manara Oracles. Oof. Okay. Instinctual bliss and the naked self. Beautiful cards. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hear instant harmony. Babes. Hermit and Temperance make a hell out of a couple. Whew. This is giving sexy, mature. I almost spilled old age, but no, not at all. It's just like really mature, really committed, and like introspective vibe. Very family oriented, even better than King of Cups or the Emperor. By the way, for me, is the Hermit. I like a hermit man. Give me a hermit man. I want one for myself. Anyway, for you though, happy for you. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, sorry. Start talking, girl. A very thoughtful, mindful person. Very earthy. Temperance complements the Hermit by emphasizing balance and healing. And it's just like giving off earth sign and water sign relationship here. It's very less about passion and instant heat, but it's more about creating something that is long lasting. The naked self and instinctual bliss. The naked self is about emotional and psychological vulnerability. It suggests that genuine intimacy comes from revealing who you truly are. And you're not playing games here. You don't putting on no mask. You are not trying to meet anybody's expectation. You just be yourself and truly give in, like surrender to this relationship. It could also point to a desire to be truly seen. So instinctual bliss is almost like a natural attraction, sensuality, and trusting your instinct. It often represents joy that arise when you're connected to your authentic self. Yeah, it's just a very raw, vulnerable, safe environment for love to prosper. Oh, I'm so happy for you. It's like I've been pulling a lot of nights and like fire sign energy. You just like come and go, fuck boy and stuff. And now there's actually something really sweet here. No more beginning sparks. This is for real good. I love it. I love this episode so far. Okay. I have no advice. I have congratulations. Tell me when's the wedding. And I wish you all the best in your love life. Let's continue with our second chapter. Your girl is feeling herself today. Okay, I'm just very happy I'm releasing new music finally. So, can't stop smiling. Literally can't. Okay, last time we have finished chapter 4, which was thought and purpose. Today we come to chapter 5, the thought factor in achievement. All achievements, whether in the business, intellectual, or spiritual world, are the result of definitely directed thought, are governed by the same law, and are of the same method. The only difference lies in the object of attainment. The thought factor in achievement. Can't see. Anyway, all that a man achieves and all that he fails to achieve is the direct result of his own thoughts. In a justly ordered universe, where loss of equipoise would mean total destruction, individual responsibility must be absolute. A man's weakness and strength, purity and impurity, are his own and not another man's. They are brought about by himself and not by another, and they can only be altered by himself, never by another. His condition is also his own and not another man's. His suffering and his happiness are evolved from within. As he thinks, so he is. As he continues to think, so he remains. A strong man cannot help a weaker unless that weaker is willing to be helped. And even then, the weak man must become strong of himself. He must, by his own efforts, develop the strength which he admires in another. None but himself can alter his condition. It has been usual for men to think and to say, many men are slaves because one is an oppressor. Let us hate the oppressor. Now, however, there is amongst an increasing few a tendency to reverse this judgment and to say, one man is an oppressor because many are slaves. Let us despise the slaves. The truth is that oppressors and slaves are cooperators in ignorance, and while seeming to afflict each other, are in reality afflicting themselves. A perfect knowledge perceives the action of law in the weakness of the oppressed and the misapplied power of the oppressor. A perfect love, seeing the suffering which both states entail, condemns neither. A perfect compassion embraces both oppressor and oppressed. He who has conquered weakness and has put away all selfish thoughts belongs neither to oppressor nor oppressed. He is free, free as a bird. A man can only rise, conquer, and achieve by lifting up his thoughts. He can only remain weak and abject and miserable by refusing to lift up his thoughts. The power of willpowers. Well, there is no progress without sacrifice. Before a man can achieve anything, even in worldly things, he may not, in order to succeed, give up all animality and selfishness by any means, but a portion of it must at least be sacrificed. A man whose first thought is bestial indulgence could neither think clearly nor plan methodically. He could not find and develop his latent resources and would fail in any undertaking. Not having commenced to manfully control his thoughts, he is not in a position to control affairs and to adopt serious responsibilities. He is not fit to act independently and stand alone, but he is limited only by the thoughts which he chooses. There can be no progress, no achievement without sacrifice, and a man's worldly success will be in the measure that he sacrifices his confused animal thoughts and fixes his mind on the development of his plans and the strengthening of his resolution and self reliance. And the higher he lifts his thoughts, the more manly, upright, and righteous he becomes. The greater will be his success, the more blessed and enduring will be his achievement. The universe does not favor the greedy, the dishonest, the vicious, although on the mere surface it may sometimes appear to do so. It helps the honest, the magnanimous, the virtuous. All the great teachers of the ages have declared this in varying forms. And to prove and know it, a man has to persist in making himself more and more virtuous by lifting up his thoughts. You rise or fall by your thoughts. Intellectual achievements are the result of thought consecrated to the search for knowledge or for the beautiful and true in life and nature. Such achievements may be Such achievements may be sometimes connected with vanity and ambition, but they are not the outcome of those characteristics. They are the natural outgrowth of long and arduous effort and of pure and unselfish thoughts. Spiritual achievements are the consummation of holy aspirations. He who lives constantly in the conception of noble and lofty thoughts, who dwells upon all that is pure and unselfish, will, as surely as the sun reaches its zenith and the moon its full, becomes wise and noble in character, and rise into a position of influence and blessedness. Achievement of whatever kind is the crown of effort, the diadem of thought. By the aid of self-control, resolution, purity, righteousness, and well-directed thought, a man ascends. By the aid of animality, indolence, impurity, corruption, and confusion of thought, a man descends. A man may rise to high success in the world and even to lofty altitudes in the spiritual realm, and again descend into weakness and wretchedness by allowing arrogant, selfish, and corrupt thoughts to take possession of him. Victories attained by right thought can only be maintained by watchfulness. Many give away when success is assured and rapidly fall back into failure. All achievements, whether in the business, intellectual, or spiritual world, are the result of definitely directed thought, are governed by the same law, and are of the same method. The only difference lies in the object of attainment. He who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much. He who would attain highly must sacrifice greatly. It's truly a long journey to try and redirect your negative self-talk. Well, the brain is your best friend. It helps you, it feeds you the same information that you feel safe with. So you're gonna actually have to abuse your brain to a point where it has to change for you in order to become better. I have a friend who wouldn't even allow me to joke negatively about myself. You know, like when you do something wrong and your mind immediately goes to, oh, so stupid, I'm so stupid, something like that. I wouldn't dare to say that to me, anymore. Start with like reduce the impact of the word, like, oh, I'm such a silly goose. It sounds cuter. It's like it's soft. It's not harmful to you. It's not harmful to your brain. It's not teaching your brain anything that could become a habit. Yeah, but it's a long journey, and I can still, catch myself going back to the same old pattern of negativities whenever something goes wrong. But I think the improvement here is that I'm aware of that, and I can steer away from it whenever I want to. That is all I have today. Thank you so much for being here, for coming back, and I'll see you on the release date of Too Cool For You. Bye.